afternoon, Jaguars. Welcome to this week's live episode of MVTV. I'm Abby Morgan.
And I'm Audrey Grabmeyer.
On Friday, January 19th, the Jaguar Leadership Corps class went to Riverview to have lunch with the students grades K through 5 in order to discuss the 7 habits of highly effective people. These habits included learning how to be proactive, how to plan ahead, and how to more effectively ask questions. While there, JLC students discussed the importance of goal setting as well as the value of persistence. The goal of this lunch was ultimately to help younger students become better students and listeners.
On October 20th, 2017, the Nelson Atkins Museum opened the Picasso exhibit, which features a collection of Pablo Ruiz and Picasso's work, pieces he owned, and works he was inspired by. Deeply influenced by African masks and sculptures, Picasso's work echoes many of the sharp lines and abstract features created in traditional African work. He began this style in the early 1900s. However, he had already become a recognizable artist at 14 with his piece, First Communion. The collection features about 70 pieces of work he created, the rest being a majority of sculptures and masks that he was inspired by or owned. The exhibit is only open until April 8th of this year, so head out soon to view it. Student tickets are only $10.
In other news, Quiz Bowl has done very well this year. Reporter Erica Biven gives us an inside look at the Quiz Bowl team.
The varsity Quiz Bowl team recently had their last meet of the season at Maranatha Academy.
Quiz Bowl first starts out usually with a foreign language, and then you have social sciences, language arts, mathematics, science, fine arts, and then usually a year in review or a Bible question.
So we got first place, which is a pretty big deal because that was our first one of the season.
So we were familiar with the teams coming in, and we thought we had a good chance because we played these teams before and beat them. Towards the end of the meet, we were having our best rounds, so that was reflected in our results.
Quiz Bowl definitely teaches you to be confident because there's a lot of things that you know and you get them wrong because you just didn't buzz in because you didn't think it was the right answer, and most of the time you're right. And so I've definitely had to be more comfortable saying, yeah, I think that's the right answer. I'm gonna go ahead and buzz in and just be confident with yourself.
So I would advise that you just try it out. Even if you don't like it, you can come to a couple practices and no one will shame you for leaving after a couple days. We always want more people to cover more areas and to make up our varsity and JV team.
Good luck to the Quiz Bowl team at the upcoming regional meet. This has been Erica Biven reporting for MVTV.
This Sunday marks the 52nd annual Super Bowl, being played in Minneapolis, Minnesota between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots.
Reporter Abby Miller took to the halls of Mill Valley to ask students who they thought will win, followed by this week's sports segment.
Wait, what was that?
On Saturday, February 4th, the Philadelphia Eagles will face the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 52. The last time these two teams competed was back in 2005, where the Patriots defeated the Eagles 24-21. I traveled to the halls of Mill Valley to see who students think will win this year's Super Bowl.
Who do you think will win the 2018 Super Bowl?
Patriots. Can't go against Tom Brady.
Patriots.
Tom Brady, the GOAT. Who's in the Super Bowl?
Who do you think will win the 2018 Super Bowl?
Eagles.
The Patriots.
The Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs will win it.
I don't even know who's in it.
I'm gonna have to go with the Eagles because I love them Philly cheesesteaks.
My boy Tom Brady, Patriots.
Who do you think will win the 2018 Super Bowl?
The Patriots.
Eagles.
Eagles.
Patriots.
I got the Patriots taking this.
Who do you guys think will win the 2018 Super Bowl?
The Kansas City Royals.
That also.
This has been Abby Miller reporting for MVTV.
Good afternoon, Jaguars, and welcome to this week's sports segment. I'm Riley Ferguson.
And I'm Blake Arney. To start off, the bowling team was in action on Tuesday at Park Lanes. Both teams won in their meet, with Kyle Herner placing in first for the boys with a score of 549 and Brie LaLuke placing in first for the girls with a score of 528. They bowl next Monday in Leavenworth, so good luck to them.
The girls' basketball team was in action on Tuesday as they took on Blue Valley Southwest. The Jags came out on top with the final score being 53-39. They play tomorrow at St. James, so good luck to them.
The boys' basketball team also took on Blue Valley Southwest on Tuesday night. Let's take a closer look at that game. On Tuesday, the boys' basketball team played against Blue Valley Southwest. Both teams came into the game looking to find a way to win it.
We work really hard at practice. Every day we're just trying to improve, we're grinding. If we can improve each practice, you'll see it in the game. It correlates well.
The Jags were the better team in the first quarter and led by 4 going into the second. Mill Valley kept their momentum going in the second quarter, and right before the half, senior Cooper Cafis hit a 3 to make the score 32-22 at the break. The Jags were very strong all over the court and expanded on their lead in the third quarter as they went into the final quarter up by 17. The Jags were able to close out the game and ended up winning with a final score of 67-41.
We talk about it all the time, trying to have a complete practice, trying to go hard in every drill, everything that we do. And I think that was, it correlates really well because we played a complete game with a lot of energy throughout first quarter through fourth quarter.
As of now, we're trying to get back to 500. And the next couple games are definitely winnable games. So we're going to practice really hard and hopefully win those two. And individually, I just want to win. That's it.
This has been Blake Arney reporting for MVTV Sports. Congrats on the win, guys. They take on St. James tomorrow, so make sure to come out and show your support.
The swim team was in action on Tuesday as they took first at Lansing. Their next meet is the EKL tournament, so good luck to them.
The wrestling team competed Saturday at Chanute. They placed in second with wins from Zach Keel, Bryson Markovich, and Jarrett Bendur. They compete at the EKL tournament this Saturday at Mill Valley, so make sure to come out and show your support. That's it for this week's sports segment. I'm Blake Arney.
And I'm Riley Ferguson. See you next week, Jags.
Thanks, Abby. Let's head to reporter Bella Lime for this week's weather update, followed by the activities of the week.
Good afternoon, Jaguars. I'm Bella Lime here with your weekend weather update. Tomorrow, expect a high of 37 and a low of 31. It's going to be chilly, so make sure to go support your Jaguars basketball team as they play St. James. On Saturday, it's going to be cloudy but warm, with a high of 46 and a low of 21. And finally, for your Super Bowl Sunday, it's going to be cloudy with a possible chance of snow, with a high of 26 and a low of 16. That's all for this week. Have a great weekend, Jags.
With all this cold weather, it makes it hard to spend much time outside.
Despite the low temperatures, some seniors brave the cold to eat lunch outside every day. Reporter Caroline Gamble brings us the story.
During lunch, seniors have the opportunity to eat in the senior cafe or outside. However, a group of senior boys has taken a unique approach to their everyday lunch seating.
So we just started sitting outside because it's a thing seniors can do, and we decided to practice our rights as seniors and eat outside the entire year. Getting this far was pretty difficult because morale was low, but otherwise we've got a really big group now, so it's not a huge problem. A few people have gone insane, and some people are very underdressed, but overall it's a swell time.
This has been Caroline Gamble reporting for MVTV.
Thanks, Caroline. I don't know about you, Audrey, but during this cold weather, I prefer to spend my time inside browsing social media.
Me too, even though I know the harmful effects. Let's go to reporter Hunter Risto to learn more about how social media affects us.
With the rise of social media, it is now easier than ever to communicate with the world. While there are many pros to social media, like communicating with people right away, there are also many cons, including social network-induced obesity, internet addiction, and sleep deprivation. According to a study done by Common Sense Media, over 75% of teenagers have some sort of social media account.
I think that sometimes it can have like a negative impact on my life because I know that I'm probably on social media a little bit too much. But in other ways, I think that it helps me like stay connected with my friends a lot better, so that could be like a benefit. It is definitely important to me because it's the way I stay connected with the world now. It's how I get all my news, how I get just like updates from my friends and stuff.
In places where governments are cracking down on freedom, social media has been a tremendous outlet for people to express their views. We've seen that in China, we've seen that in the Middle East. And any time when people have more freedom, I think that that's a great thing. At the same time, I think maybe a negative of it is that we are more interested in our phones than other people.
Well, we really only have Twitter this year, but it's really helpful to be able to tell parents and our legions of fans how we do at tournaments really immediately. Like, rather than waiting for an email and me having to find all those addresses or text or call people, I can just tweet the results or tweet out a quick picture. And we usually get several likes right away from that. So in that respect, it's been really helpful.
This has been Hunter Risto reporting for MVTV.
Thanks, Hunter. To conclude this week's episode, we go to reporter Bella Haddon for the WOCO Spirit Week fashion show and another installment of Senior Segment by reporter Sabrina Uriarte.
Next Saturday, Student Council is hosting its first Saturday Winter Homecoming, better known as WOCO. Kick off the space-themed Spirit Week with Meme Monday by dressing up as your favorite meme. Hop into a time machine on Tuesday and go as far forward or back in time as you would like. From Greece to decades to futuristic aliens, anything creative goes. Wear your respective class color on Wavelength Wednesday. Remember, freshmen are yellow, sophomores are green, juniors are red, and seniors are blue. On Space Jammies Thursday, dress down in your most comfortable pajamas. Dress up in spirit wear on Friday in preparation for the basketball game. This has been Bella Haddon reporting for MVTV.
There are
15 weeks,
or 108 days, or
2,592 hours,
or 155,520 minutes, or
9,331,200 seconds.
Until we graduate!
My favorite high school memory was going to high school with my sister for 2 years.
My favorite memory was going to the state basketball game when we won it.
Our favorite high school memory is
when we made our hero project about Sophia Reyes.
my favorite high school memory is winning the Emporia State Marching Band competition.
My favorite high school memory is probably when I was the lead in the musical.
My favorite high school memory was when I got to be in the homecoming parade with all my friends and be nominated with them.
My favorite high school memory was Blue Bomb, when down the main hallway I got on top like the really high like rafter thing, and Miss Swafford came and yelled at me to get down. All my friends are like pumping me up, you know.
My favorite high school memory was working on projects with all the great friends I had.
My favorite high school memory is one time in residential carpentry, me and Mason Cole were at the wall station, and Mason Cole thought he'd hold up the wall with a backpack, and he dropped it on my head.
This has been Sabrina Uriarte reporting for MVTV.
That's it for this week's live episode of MVTV. I'm Audrey Grabmeyer.
And I'm Abby Morgan.
Please stay tuned for the office announcements following the credits.